time for Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Midday with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And people, I hate to say it, but it's the last day of the week. Our producers, our on-air talent, the whole station is ready for Derby. So this is the last day of the week. 8150 93.9 is the number. Steve Rummage in the building. Brian Hall in the booth.
Well, it's Thursday of Derby week.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. You know, I forgot. My son reminded me. He was like, hey, or he said something, and I was talking about it, and he said, yeah, we don't have school tomorrow. I was like, for real? For what? And I'm like, oh, yeah, we get off Oaks here, don't we? That's only going to keep. Hey, look, here's the thing Derby's doing. Derby is doing exactly what Black Friday's doing.
Right.
It's slowly moving back. Like in 5 years, like Xavier, my youngest son Xavier will be off for Derby.
Oh,
how much you want to bet?
Oh, guaranteed.
You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, that will be. It's like Black Friday now. Like they're like it was Friday. Mm-hmm. You know, you had to go out at 3 a.m. All the sales started. Then it was Thursday night. Now it's all day Thursday. You know, it's like it just kind of creeps.
Yeah, from the time Thanksgiving starts, it's the pre-Black Friday week before,
right?
The penultimate Black Friday. You know, it's like
right.
Dude.
I know. That's what I'm like, dude. Chill out with that, man. Like, I don't know. Look, there's some things that I don't put my moral high ground on, and then there's some I'm like, dude, come on, man. That's like this. There's some families only get together 4 times a year. You know,
right.
like chill out, man. But
the awesomely dressed Brian Hall in the booth. Brian, what's going on, my man?
What's up, guys?
How many pictures have you posted of your outfit already?
Yeah, no, I haven't. I'm not the post or selfie type.
He looks like he's getting ready to post one of those feeling cute. I might do Middays with Marcus Maben later on or something like that.
That's really, really funny.
No, man, it's Derby. Like you guys said, we're trying to extend the days off during the week. So I'm trying to do my part and say, hey, I'm taking a half day today and I'm going to Derby. But it actually just worked out that way because the afternoon shows are joining up because of Jason's newborn baby.
Yeah.
So they're joining up and we're simulcasting. So Magic Mike's going to do the duties of running the afternoon show. So I can head out to the track.
You get on out of here. Cool. Good, man. You deserve it. You deserve it, man.
Here's what I was thinking. And it goes right along the lines of you saying, you know, hey, chill out.
Okay.
Derby events, big time celebrations.
Sure.
Like I said, we usually start our shows during this week saying there's a reason we don't go deep into the horse racing. We don't go into, you know, equestrian talk. You know, it's just like if we were yearly seasoned veterans, we would talk about it more and we would, you know, find ways.
Because there's a little piece of us that just doesn't really want to. Because I mean, we could.
I'd rather talk about
ourselves,
right,
more if we wanted to. But yeah,
that's a good point.
But we have a lot of people around here too that are really good at that and love what they do. So I'm like, you know what, y'all do it.
But and again, like, would it be fair to say like you and I never really quite grew up the right way? And no, not grew up the right way. I mean, grew up like if your wife said you're just a big kid. Yeah. Even if it stung, you might have to be like, yeah.
Oh, I know.
I kind of am.
Yeah, she hit me with that the other day when we
whoa,
we at the last minute we grabbed those third row seats. I mean, that was like a last minute thing,
right?
And we grabbed those, and I was like, boom, got him, yes. And she was like, you're such a child,
right?
When it comes to wrestling,
right?
Like, I know,
right? No, there are quite a few things that I acknowledge. Like I've always acknowledged, like I never grew up and never grew out of. Yeah. You know, the athlete life, you know, you're a late bloomer in social development.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That's a fact.
You really are caught up in a lot of things, right? In my lack of social growth, this time of year and who's going to make it to the league and AAU season starting and summer get back in the gym because next year I want to be the MVP. I want to be all state. I want to be to me, my body rhythm says,
Yeah.
this is the real season. Like this is the football season. This is when I want to know, like, what's the plan, coach? Like,
It's funny you say that real quick. I don't mean to cut you off, but I was just telling Phil Baker in the back. I said when the basketball college season ends, I kind of go radio dark. A little bit on my way to take my son to school, I listened to Drew Diener. Caught it this morning. Was really glad I did. We'll talk about that in a little bit though. But
you gonna have that ready, Brian?
I don't listen to radio outside of us for really till about mid-July. And it's funny you say that because it's like my rhythm. What do I call and tell you about that time every year? I'm like, yeah, time to get back in shape.
Yeah.
It's like because the rhythm of my body right now just says go to work. I don't know why. I'm just like, hey, shut that down.
Somebody's working right now.
Get in the gym.
Somebody's working right now.
I know.
You better start working.
Yeah, get your son right, get you right, get everybody right. Like that's just the feeling of the rhythm. Yeah.
Right. So
just adding on.
Yeah.
To your point.
So this time, I am deeply fascinated with how nervous and how wild and how fast Jordan's life is moving. Stephen Enoch's life is moving. The Instagram accounts of who's happy the season's over with.
Steve had a workout yesterday, by the way. Just a little tease for later. I saw the people that were in it.
Right.
I need him to have better competition in the workout.
Right. Good point.
Worries me.
Good point.
Okay.
I did see little clips too.
I didn't like that.
But my point.
Yeah.
Knowing how much goes into the game right now.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like if you were to put a GPS tracker on the coaches and the players, like this goes back to, this is around the time that if somebody told me a Rick Pitino really made them wear trackers, I'd believe it.
Sure.
I want to know the first month into a springtime, when you have the beautiful weather, the pollen, the freedom of exams being over with, when you start hitting these points of your life, what are you doing with your time?
Yeah.
Coach, what are you doing with your time?
Yeah.
How locked in are you? It's fascinating to me. So I don't need hot opinions on what's going on, on what next year. I'm still in the now.
Yeah.
What did you do yesterday? Stephen, what did you do yesterday? Jordan, what did you do yesterday? VJ, what did you do yesterday? Darius, Hassan, Russ East. Like, what did you do yesterday? Because you're on the clock.
Yeah.
Before you know it, get a little colder, and you'll be like, well, we got Notre Dame in 40 days.
Sure.
So
I mean, gosh, you count them down now, you'd be surprised. You're like 100 some days.
But here's the thing. I did want to say this. I got carried away so quick. I wanted to say this as a piece of advice. Derby time. Let me just get this out of my system, get it out of my notes, whatever. Derby time. One thing I will tell you people.
Are we going to get to all your notes today?
Yeah, this is the only important one. Okay. The important thing, proms for your kids.
Yeah, it's
ceremonial events at the end of the year.
That's kind of where we're at right now.
Yeah. End of year ceremonies and get back into the lab.
Yeah.
People, look at that. Read that caption.
Sean Miller paid $10,000 a month to Aiton.
Do you remember how big and bold and red?
Marcus, all he did was pay $10,000 to a player.
A month, Steve. Don't say a player. Don't say just pay $10,000. Say monthly payments.
But were they whores?
That's all that matters. That's they snuck that in the NBA logo part.
Yeah.
On ESPN right now,
because
people,
Aiton's in the NBA now. Don't worry about it. Stop worrying about all that.
They're putting the story under the NBA ticker part of that.
Yeah. And Jerry Jones saying there's no reason we shouldn't be better than we were last year. I agree. Get them, Jerry.
God,
yeah, no, that's no big deal. They weren't hookers, man. Just,
that's it.
It's not. What's the word they used? the disgusting
Salacious. Yeah.
It's not salacious. Don't worry about it. It's just 10K a month, dude.
And he's making triple that now.
Please,
So.
I mean, hey, people on scholarship get what 1,500.
Yeah, their whole scholarships.
Yeah,
$30,000. So okay, so
it's not like they got him. It's not like the tapes of him are prevalent to be used.
yeah, because they threw out that.
Yeah, so
Not allowed to use actual footage of
yeah,
him saying,
yeah.
hey, yeah, I'm gonna take care of Aiden and myself.
Yeah. No, we don't need to hear that. The jury don't need to hear that. That's what the judge said.
Point also being, people, there's no roundabout way to say this. I'm talking about these big events. I'm talking about these ceremonies. Get some sleep. Get some sleep when you're doing these events. Because what happens here,
That was the big payoff for all this?
I was going to set it up and make a big deal about it.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Your prom, there was this buildup. Everybody spent all this
Yeah.
money on all this food. I mean, not food, on these suits
Yeah.
and these rental cars
Oh, and I look
and these
good,
setup.
too, dude.
Yeah, see, but here's the thing.
I had a white suit
9 times out of 10, what happens? You end up falling asleep before you even have any fun.
or having a child. Welcome to my life.
I don't really quite know what to do with that afterwards.
I did look good, though. I did look good.
You might as well look good if you're going to bring a child into the world, Steve.
To your point, though. Yeah, man. You are right, though, man.
And I'm just saying, like the Thurbies and the Derbies, and listen, if you're gonna get all suited and booted up, get some sleep
Get some
first.
rest, man.
Yeah, because the worst thing you can do is get out and have an attitude at Derby because you're tired, because you've been up since 5 this morning trying to get the freshest, and don't be stressed out and get some sleep.
Do you know what I'm dadded out, man? You want to hear what I did last night? I planned in June our family trip to Holiday World,
oh my God, Steve,
Kings
Griswold.
Island, and we bought our for the first time since I was in middle school. I have a Kentucky Kingdom pass.
I don't know if I've ever had one.
It's awesome.
I think I brought like a canned good one time and got
I know, that's what I'm saying.
got a $10 discount or something.
That's kind of what I'm doing right now.
Chris says, so a coach at a Nike school is a sacrificial lamb for all the Nike schools because Arizona is not the only one. Yes, Chris, that's what's going to happen.
Except no lambs are going to be sacrificed. No lambs are going to be harmed in this sacrifice.
No, Sean Miller, he's going down.
We'll see.
No, he's going down.
Oh.
No, he's going to hold the bag. You put a nice big name West Coast Nike Arizona school to keep away the conspiracy theories. I think he eats this one. Because, we got way too much on you.
It's possible.
You really don't think he eats this
I
one?
don't know if anybody eats anything anymore. You know? They may be like, well, if you were on probation, then you would be.
This is different. What are we, the Meek Mill of the college?
I know.
We get caught popping willies and they throw us back for 15 years?
Right.
Jeez.
Right. Jeez,
That's
man.
horrible. I shouldn't even joke around about that, but I
know.
feel like that.
No, I know.
Golly.
Yeah, so that's fun.
Booger McFarland to replace Jason Witten.
Yeah, dude.
Out of everything we needed in life, Booger McFarland skyrocketing to the top off of Lamar Jackson's name.
He did exactly what we thought he would do, man.
Steve, turn around and look at the TV real quick.
Are the Cowboys under the most pressure? That's Stephen A. That's Stephen. Stephen A. is the Stephen A. does
It's
to
the
the
highest paid.
Cowboys. Stephen A. does to the Cowboys what most local
Media does to Kentucky.
Louisville.
Kentucky.
No, I was going to say Louisville because here's the thing. The Cowboys with Stephen A. Stephen A's the guy that it's Dallas. Check me out. It's Thursday, May 2nd. Stephen A's on TV going, I mean, if the Cowboys don't win the Super Bowl, it's over. That's what local media does to Chris
I don't
Mack.
think so. I don't think so. I think local media, well, you know what? I get what you're saying.
Yeah, because right now, you know what they're saying? They're going to say, well, if he gets, I mean.
He gets a top
Now-
four,
now-
top 5 class.
Now, be it Cal, has 75 people in the NBA over the last 10 years.
Right.
But if Jordan and Steve come back, they're going to say, you're going to hear this on other shows. I mean, if Mac don't do it this year, I mean, you start to question. You really start to question.
I get that point.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to say to you is the same point you were making, but you took it all the way. I say there's a line. Stephen A. Likes to troll Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
But when he finds that line of Cowboy Nation's going to absolutely rebel on you,
Yeah.
then you hide under a rock. Then you say, you know what? No, I think they're the best run organization of the last 50 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you'll troll.
Yeah.
But when it's time to deliver, you know what I'm saying? You'll back off. You're scared of Cowboy Nation. Stephen,
Yeah.
at the last minute, he gets scared of them.
Yes.
And to me, I thought you were kind of going there.
That's a fair point.
Like
too,
to me,
though.
locally, somebody will nibble at Kentucky
Yeah.
right up until you say the wrong thing, and then
Sure.
you're like, well, I'm not even gonna talk about them anymore because everybody gets all mad.
I know.
Yeah, but everybody's mad at you about your Louisville conversation for the entire year.
Yeah, that's true. Except me. I'll be honest, I really don't care what they think. So I don't
I just
like
need you to
them.
stop talking about the city.
Yeah, the city. I don't like the city, the arena, just not really anything.
Lighten up.
Yeah, the fan base is not great. It's all not good. But like I said, I don't care. I live in the county, so you can't. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say to Steve Rummage? Well, Steve, you just up there in Louisville with all the. No, I'm not. No, actually, I live in the county. Well, Steve, you just. Well, you know what?
I tell you what we're gonna do.
Let's do it.
We got
It's
that
Thursday.
We got that all off our
May 2nd.
off our plate. So Brian, we should set up a short break before we get into this tape and into the sound. Right? I said tape, like
Yeah,
the audio.
yeah. We got the VHS.
I do, literally. So what we're gonna do, people, is there's an interview, and I know sometimes we say the best interviews for the end of the show.
Are we gonna cut into this, or how do you want to do it?
I was going to play it, stop,
Okay.
comment. I was gonna do comment.
Talking about Coach Brown, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Comment and question after question.
Okay, so we're going to play this interview, but I think we'll set it up when we come back.
I want to
But
work
yeah.
through it.
Yeah, I think that's good, and
Yeah.
we'll set it up a little bit.
Were you
once we
wanting
get
to play it and come back to it?
back. No,
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to cut into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to do the stop and go
Yeah,
because probably your top 25 questions that you want answered are in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
it was Diener hit
answered
this one
in this interview.
I crack with Diener all the time, and I like to make jokes on here, but he hit this one out of the park. This is a great interview to hear.
And like I said, people, we're not going anywhere. Like I said, we're gonna probably do a minute at a time. Minute and a half at a time.
Sure.
And point out the things you need to know moving forward. All the questions you're gonna have about the football, or like I said, probably 20 answers you're gonna want to hear are coming up.
Yeah.
Middays with Marcus Maben, short break. 8150 939 is the number on 939 the Ville.
You know, the perfect bank should be mobile, not just online. It should have amazing programs for all your financial needs. It should be involved in the community, and you should be one of the owners. Actually, that's not a job for a bank. You need something a little different. Luckily, we're not a bank. We're so much more. And now we're the preferred credit union partner of the University of Louisville. Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently. Visit WeSeeUofLDifferently.com for more information.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maben or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
Guys, because it's time to shake off that winter rust and get outside for a round at Wooded View Golf Course and Driving Range in Clarksville, Indiana. Located minutes from downtown Louisville and just off I-65, Wooded View is convenient and affordable. Save even more right now with our new midday and twilight specials. You won't find a better value anywhere else. Schedule your tee time online today at woodedviewgc.com. Again, that's woodedviewgc.com.
Last year, we raised over $8,000 to help those in Kentuckiana, including my wife, suffering from brain tumors and brain injuries. This year, we're trying to top that total we raised last May. If you're willing and able, I humbly ask you to support this cause once again. Join us May 11th at EP Tom Sawyer State Park to walk for those with brain tumors and brain injuries. To donate or join our team, go to biac.us. That's BIAK.us. Click on the BIAC Brainwalk logo, then click register, then hit find a team, then type in Amber's Avengers. That's our squad, and we would love for you to come out and participate and help those in Kentuckiana suffering from brain tumors and brain injuries.
So, Steve, what do you think about Bill at Scorns and Sons Collision Centers, man?
Let me just say, I had a friend who totally ruined his car. They got him taken care of quick, efficiently, and out the door.
Family owned and operated for over 70 years, Ed Scorns is the leader in auto repair technology and technician training. Do not, I repeat, do not let just anyone repair your vehicle. It's your...
Yeah, so if you got something you want to say, just start talking and I'll stop it. Does that work?
There are two...
That works.
Bardstown Road and Shelbyville Road in Middletown. Or call us at 491-BODY or visit us at etscorns.com. That's ETSCORNS.com.
The sounds of spring can often be followed by the sounds of a broken air conditioner. So if you hear your AC unit making some unwanted noises, call DFH Company at 968-6222. And right now, when you contact DFH Company, you'll get a $500 rebate and 2-year special financing on qualified train comfort systems. It's hard to stop a train, so call DFH at 968-6222 or look DFH up online at dfhcompany.com. For complete program details, go to dfhcompany.com.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville.
Y'all good in a minute?
Or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus. So make the call.
Great job, Steve.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, you know it's easy to endorse something you believe in, but when it's your money, well, now we're getting serious, right? Luke Hancock here. That's why what I'm going to tell you right now is so important. When it came time for me to ask the love of my life to marry me, there was only one jeweler in Louisville I knew would truly care and treat me like family. Davis Jewelers. Funny thing, I think they're just as happy about me getting married as I am. But seriously, Hank and Ashley Davis created an incredible, one-of-a-kind diamond engagement ring that sent my Kaylin over the moon. But seriously, talk is cheap. When it's your money, it becomes a whole nother matter. If it's your time to pop the question, it's about getting every penny's worth, isn't it? Guys, go see my jewelers, Davis Jewelers, Louisville's largest fine jeweler. If I did it, so can you.
Davis Jewelers. From anywhere in Kentuckiana, we're at Forest Green Boulevard, just off North Hurstbourne Parkway, and at davisjewelers.com.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
You're listening to Middays with Marcus Maben, broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Midday with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. So, people, we have our plans to do our show, but we go Omaha. We change the schedule when we get good content that must be delivered to you. Sometimes we set up the good content and say, you need to just stay. This is something you should go listen to because we want to keep you as informed as humanly possible. But upon hearing some of this discussions that are going, wait a minute, can you put this on real quick, Ryan? Are you able to? Or we don't have enough time?
Poor Brian. You brutalize him, dude.
Of Dawkins and a former Adidas consultant. Here's Jalen Rose reacting to the news.
That's all? That's kind of what I felt like, too. That's it? Only 10,000?
See,
the last time I checked,
Jalen up here.
Of course, multi-millions of
course, you stick the dirtiest, the Fab Five guy in
shoe
here.
Contracts, appearances, television, radio.
They're whitewashing this already.
Multiple streams of revenue, and I'm not here to advocate breaking the rules. But what I will say is, I appreciate the tone of the public and the media has changed about this topic since I was in college. The world isn't in an uproar like they would be back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Arizona released a statement saying, in part, we take the information presented in court today very seriously. We will continue to cooperate fully with the NCAA and with other ongoing investigations into this matter in the best interest of the university and the men's basketball program.
Good for them.
Now, let's get you back to First Take.
Hey, that's it. Let's get back to First Take.
Let's get back to First Take,
back
Steve.
to the show and talk about the Cowboys and
you
stuff.
Want somebody's opinion, you go get Jalen freaking Rose, who doesn't talk. The most famous 5 college basketball players who went down from dirty recruiting, who don't speak to each other to this day because who was snitching on who when the feds came to break up the Fab Five.
Wow.
That's why Chris Webber and Jalen Rose don't talk now.
How about that?
You said it was only 10,000?
And you went and got him to start the conversation today. Is 10? Look at the title. Is 10K a bargain for DeAndre Ayton? This is unreal.
A bargain, just like.
And Steve, what's the ultimate question? You already said it once.
What? Which part? I don't know.
But were they whores?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it all went back to.
Was it salacious? Like Louisville? No. Oh, okay. Don't worry about it.
Just cash.
I mean, that was $5,200. Boobs
over 4 years.
Yeah.
Can't have that.
Can't have that. But this is just, we all good. Arizona payment scandal. Authorities arrest 10 men, including former Arizona assistant.
And you put former. No, he was the assistant at the time.
I know. Listen to this. ESPN reports of intercepted wiretaps. Like, they all have this. And it's just like, we all good.
Well, yeah, we're going to take our time and do what's right in the best interest for the university and the basketball program.
So maybe we all skate. That's sad that's still the hope. The hope is maybe we all skate. Maybe everybody just
they're gonna take the fall. They're gonna take the fall for Nike. We're gonna take the fall for Adidas. Adidas is more hurt by us taking the fall than Nike would be for Arizona.
Oh yeah, Nike
they don't care about Arizona out there.
No.
They will 2-year ban them and have them back in the Final Four on the 3rd year.
Sure.
They will give them a $10 million recruiting stipend for when they come right off the 1-year ban.
Yeah. By the way, 10K is a bargain for a guy like that. But whatever.
I'd GoFundMe.
Oh yeah.
Retroactively.
Would you pay for James Wiseman to be at Louisville this year? That's my point. You're running, and the numbers you're running are big. So
I'm running the numbers.
I mean, Jalen has a point. Like, but I just don't like that. That's how that you know. And you know what they showed while he was talking about that? Pictures of Sean Miller and DeAndre Ayton hugging. Like
and Aiden just dunking on people over and over and just bullying people.
And just like I'm glad that this is getting looked at in a positive light, not bad, like before, like when those animals, Peyton Siva,
Luke Hancock, who all of a sudden didn't know he's taking the fall for those guys. He knew.
Yeah, all those
Rick Pitino, he was setting it up.
Yeah, all those dirty players. And then they bring up one guy. They're like, didn't that Behannon kid have a scandal? Wasn't there something with him? Yeah. A little. Sweet. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yes. You know, I mean, it's just like, that's kind of the narrative for that team.
Do you know we're live on air?
Gorgie Jang.
Look, you didn't have nothing to say. You're just like,
I know.
Yeah.
All the
Never
stuff,
did like him.
All the stuff he does for his country.
Who does he think he is?
Terrible kids on that team. You know, like, good Lord.
5'10", Russ Ridiculous.
Yeah. Russ Smith, who's a 2-star that worked himself up as one of the leading scorers ever.
Had the nerve to not want to talk to the NCAA through the G League, from the G League.
I know. That's just sick. That's just sick. This salacious team. That's what they treat it like. Like they were just a bunch of terrible guys. Like, dude, that was one of that team. I remember when they won the championship. You were. I remember having conversations that weekend, and we were all like, this team's perfect to win it.
Right.
Because it's like you want it for them so bad. You wanted Russ and Peyton
because they had
guys.
The perfect losses the year before.
Yeah, man.
They had the perfect. I'm Peyton Siva's dad's story.
Yeah,
was enough to capture the world's attention.
I'm going to say something, and I'm going to watch how I say it because I know it's going to come off terrible, but like I've said this before, and I know people on that team. Okay, so this is why I'm like watching. But like if T-Will and all them win it in 09, you're like, yeah, I mean I'm jacked.
They off the chain.
But they're crazy.
They should have won it.
Yeah, that's not like tearjerker. It's just like
yeah. When Peyton Siva says, "Come on, like let's go home,"
yeah,
you're like,
I know.
Oh my God,
I know, man. Like that team was just like. Oh, you wanted it so bad for them, like for the kids, man. You wanted it, but instead, it's funny. I went through my phone the other day, and I was looking through old pictures. Right,
$10K a bargain.
I'm gonna see if I can find it. But I was looking through old pictures, and you made me take a picture of something that was on the TV, and this just come up. This just drove me crazy when I saw that. What just come up on the screen and how they treated it. I don't know if I still have the picture, but the caption was pay for play scandal.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just talking about this was just national story. And on the screen was Ray Spalding. It was like,
yeah,
what's
pay for play scandal?
Here it is.
You still got it? Clean out your phone.
Pay for play schemes. Yep. And it's Ray Spalding.
Yep.
It's like what's
the most non-pay for play athlete you've ever seen in your life.
Raymond J. Spalding had nothing to do with pay for play. He's a local kid that spurned Duke and some of them to stay home. If anybody didn't take money, it was Ray Spalding.
That jackass.
Yeah, I know. It's like, come on,
in hindsight, I'm like, Ray, what are you thinking, son?
Why didn't you take some money?
Right?
Yeah. Like, golly.
You know how fly you could have been going around these campuses?
I know. That one just kind of, I was like, oh, that one got me right there.
What are we doing?
Okay, we're obviously, it's 10:41. We're obviously going to push the Brian Brown to 11. Are we going to do that?
I'm ready.
Or do you want to do it now?
I'm ready because, I mean, what are we going to do? Keep on complaining about this?
No, I was going to actually, if we were going to go down this road, I was just going to go on what we stumbled on the break, but we can push that off. It's whatever you want to do. The ESPN, some things. We can push that off. We can do Brian Brown right now.
First texter, you got 30 seconds to say, do we go football or do we stay basketball?
And we're going to do both.
38, 31, 93, 9. We got 20 minutes at the top of the hour. We can do football and keep on kind of going through the top of the hour.
Yeah.
We can do the basketball kind of wrap up at the end of the first hour.
Yeah.
38, 31, 93, 9. Somebody's in control of the show.
Sure.
The direction of the show.
That's what Nate Huber told me when I first started doing radio. Brown now. All right, that's fair enough. Let's do that. Talk basketball recruiting. Okay. Yeah, you was late.
You was late.
Brian Brown, defensive coordinator at University of Louisville, is here with us. We talked to your head coach the other day. He was enamored going back. Is this the first time, I assume, you've done something like this?
First time for sure. I mean, it's a blessing and an honor to be able to do something.
He gets turned up in a second.
I was just telling you earlier, it's really cool to see guys come out and people come out and just watch practice, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing.
Have you ever been to a Derby?
I have not.
Yeah.
It'll be my first time this weekend.
Because you played football and basketball at Ole Miss?
I did.
Nobody does that anymore, man.
Yeah, not a whole lot of people. It's tough. It's tough, but not made for everybody.
Yeah. Tell us.
Are you the defensive coordinator?
Yes, sir. I'm the defensive coordinator.
You have the easiest job in America.
I think I do.
Because all you have to do to show improvement is, I mean, really, it's the easiest job because last year they were the worst of all time.
They wasn't very good last year, but the thing is that the guys that we have, they want to do right, you know. And when you got guys that want to do right, I think great things will be end up happening for us. And they're excited. We're excited.
Wait a minute. Pause.
And we're excited.
Mentality setup.
Yep.
Football and basketball at Ole Miss. Different level energy, different level motor. If that guy can't recognize an athlete and who should be on the field and who shouldn't, nobody can.
And they're excited. We're excited. And we're excited for the challenge.
Switching of positions have you all done? You moved a lot of guys around.
We moved about maybe 12 guys total to different positions to fit with what we do defensively.
Do you remember when Brian and I did the show and we did the Little Giants bit where we were like, they come in and they're like,
the quarterback on the line.
Yeah, like, what are they doing? Like that justifies that conversation we had because it's almost like they come in and they were like,
we moved 12 guys on the defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically every position.
And
you know what? I'm going to go find that Little Giants clip.
I know. How funny was that?
The quarterback's not even there.
I know, because and that's justified because if they move 12 guys, and we're going to talk about one in particular later that he talks about, but that's something that's a big thing right there.
12
guys on one side of the ball.
And you know me,
but you were like, yeah, you're not playing the right
I
spot.
say that all the time. I say when your skills are transferable to the right position, you're an entirely different player.
Yeah.
You're a new person. You're a new player. Everybody has seen a position change a person's life.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's 2 minutes into the interview.
No.
You find out this coach played college 2 sport.
Yep.
Ole Miss. Changed 12 positions. Billy Reed almost went crazy when he was like, are you the defensive coordinator? I was like, wait a minute. Billy?
Yeah.
Mr. Reed? And then he went, because you got the easy job. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Good save.
I was like, wait a minute.
Fire.
To fit with what we do defensively. And I think that has helped for sure. I think that has helped a lot of the guys, you know, make a lot of plays, make a lot of improvement, and fit really what they need to do, you know, personally themselves. So,
but also fit what you want to do.
Exactly. That's the number one thing. Fit what we do defensively. But I think also it helps that they understand this is my forte.
Have you watched, we talked to Coach Stafford the other day, he said he didn't watch whole games. Have you gone back and watched whole games?
Never.
Why not?
Good. Don't.
But in all seriousness, no jokes aside, why not?
And the reason being is that you look at highlights of it, and you see my little boy's trying to interrupt me right now, but you see the improvement that needs to be made, and you see the different types of technique that they were using on the highlights and things of that nature. the reason being, I just don't want my mind to get cluttered in, okay, well, I can't play this kid because he gave up this play, a touchdown play, or he didn't fit his gap correctly on this type of against Florida State or whatever the case may be. So I didn't want my mind to get cluttered and having bad thoughts about each and every kid. And like, I can't put this kid in the game.
So did you all just?
That's exactly what we say, even talking about listening to radio and getting opinions. I don't want my mind cluttered by over attempts to be negative. Because if he listens to people say this guy just is a quitter, then I'm looking for places you quit.
Yeah.
If you hear over and over again, this guy, if you watch a full game and you know the score, you're like, you can't recognize what's good and what's bad if you know the score.
Yeah.
So you cannot watch a full game. Now you're looking at the layup line, the pre, I love it. I agree. Like this dude, he sounds on point.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't put this kid in the game.
So did you all discuss that as a staff? We're not watching what these guys did
really
with
didn't.
that staff. It just kind of came to that independently.
It just came to that independently.
Don't need to.
And I did
Everybody
not know
knew it.
that Coach Sapp hadn't watched it in full game.
Yeah.
So this is the first of me hearing it,
Don't need to.
Yeah,
Well, I think that's interesting because, I see what you're saying. You want to evaluate.
You don't think that's interesting?
Yeah.
You don't think a defensive coordinator coach, a head coach, separately did not even know. Now, what's funny right here? Oh, they don't even know how they're going to look at the scouting.
They don't communicate. That's brutal. Yeah, they don't communicate, but no, I think, no, that's big, man. And he says in that interview, he said, or what he just said there.
I mean, I know people hear this, but we got to make sure like this stuff goes on record moving forward.
But see, where you may say they don't communicate, I say no, they're on the same page.
Everybody knows, and experienced staff, we already know. How much do we talk about? This stuff doesn't have to be talked about.
Yeah. This
stuff, like, everybody knows. You don't sit here and go full game. You watch their technique, you watch it, and now I can decide which I know what a defense looks like. I know what that body and that motion looks like and what he can do. I can teach the technique at this position. You're moving here. Bam.
That was one of the biggest criticisms over the last couple of years was that the staff didn't feel like any of them were on the same page. Now, when I hear this, it sounds like you have a well-oiled machine.
Or you're on the same page because you all have the same.
Well, yeah, but that's
mentality.
That's what I'm saying. He went in and he got guys that do his philosophy, that believe his philosophy, and it sounds like everybody's on the same wavelength there.
What you're saying because you don't plan on those guys being the same players they were a year ago.
Exactly. And that helps.
Systematically. And I agree with what you just said to Drew. Last year, it's gone. You guys could have made every bad play in the history of mankind. A, you got to coach them up.
That's right.
B, a lot of it, the gap control that they lost in scheme was terrible.
Yeah.
And you probably look at it and say, and I'm saying this from watching them play, from a talent standpoint, there's more talent there than people think. Whatever scheme they played last year didn't fit what the talent was there.
Correct.
You're looking at it saying, I got some talent to work with there. Change the scheme, move some players around.
Yes.
If they buy into whatever scheme I'm coming with,
that's right.
Louisville is going to be surprised at how much better this defense is going to be.
You're exactly right. And that's the key is the guys having a lot of confidence. They lost a lot of confidence just talking to the kids last year.
Absolutely.
And when you go from day 1 to day 15 in spring ball with us defensively, drastic change.
Leaps and bounds.
I mean, drastic change.
In what way?
In a way that they understood how to practice.
Yeah.
You got to know how to practice.
Yeah.
If I'm out there and I'm basically taught not to, make plays on balls and hustle to the ball and this, that, and the other, in practice, you're not going to do it in the game.
Do you get the sense that your mic's still on, Billy. Do you get the sense that that team quit last year?
I kind of had a sense of it. And when you look at some of the highlights, you can tell.
What tells you?
Not hustling to the ball.
Yeah,
for plays that's going away, you're not competing.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not chasing the football, you're quitting.
Yeah.
Period. In. That's it.
You hear that in sports sometimes. All that team quit. In a sport like football, where if you don't give maximum effort, you're gonna get hurt.
You're gonna get hurt. Exactly right.
So how does that happen?
And my old high school coach used to say, you stand around, you get hurt. You stand around a pile, you're going to end up getting hurt. You get lazy, you're going to get hurt. And no matter what, I mean, if you love the game of football, I mean, I just don't think that it's no way possible that you cannot give effort. And that's like one of our number one things, attitude and effort.
That's the only thing. I mean, it's one thing. We were talking to Coach the other day about that I think people want to be excited about this team. They don't know what to be excited about. There's not a set offense. Or maybe there is more of a set defense. And so how do you get this fan base? What should they be enthused about going into this year?
I think you're going to see a lot of execution on defense for sure this year. We're very simple. And with our guys being able to know what to do, knowing how to do it, they're going to play fast. And if they make a mistake here or there, and of course the other team, they're on scholarship as well. They're going to make some plays. But I think that our guys are going to execute to a T a good bit of the time this year, and I'm excited about it. They're going to give great effort, and that's what we do defensively. We're going to get to that football. We're going to cause havoc. And if some mistakes made, we're going to make up for it with our effort for sure.
Let me ask you this, Steve. Van Gorder, Brown.
Yeah.
What's different about him right now?
Well, I mean,
because I was going to say, what if Van Gorder may have said the same things, right?
Yeah.
Kind of to Dina's question, what about him makes you buy into him differently?
Well, for one, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but there's conviction in his voice right off the bat. And now that one's one where you can go, yeah, Steve, that's because you're a Louisville fan, though. But I mean, you listen to that man talk, and that man is giving you detailed reasons as to why. He's not saying, because Texter just text one. I hear him talking about practice.
We
and
in here talking about practice.
Right. I just laugh thinking about Bobby saying we have to get better in practice. Now, I know that the texter's kind of joking around, but that was an issue last year that I think you were hearing that a lot from even position coaches when we heard from them. They were saying, well, we got to get better in practice. Well, doing what? Oh, you you just got to get better. You got to do this. Okay, that's fine. This guy, Brian Brown, is telling you
how to practice.
He's telling you that, I mean, and I'm paraphrasing, but he's kind of saying, if they were saying they got to get better in practice, these dudes don't even know how to practice.
His original point is these guys don't know how to practice.
Right.
You don't know how to practice. You don't know how to. You don't know how to make plays. You don't know how to go after plays on the ball.
You're giving me root issues that need to be fixed. That makes me believe, at least I can trust one or two things.
You know what the difference was? You said Van Gorder comes in with a complicated scheme, and we worried about it. We said, this is a third different defensive coordinator for our team. Brown comes in and says, our schemes are simple. They're going to play fast.
Yeah.
They're going to execute.
And you're going to and look, and we're going to take some risks that we're going to make mistakes on, and that's okay because we're going to make up for those mistakes with execution. So there's going to be plays.
He said they're going to execute a good bit of the time.
Yeah. So and by doing that, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to get beat. I mean, that's the game. That's the game of football.
Biggest difference I've heard so far is just like, hey, we're going to simplify it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My scheme is simple, but that's why we play fast, and that's why we go hard and run to the ball. Keep going.
Your first look, are you going to be – do you feel you have corners and safeties who can cover and you're going to bring some blitzes and play man behind it? Or do you feel personnel-wise I'm going to play a little more zone and be a little more safe?
Yeah. Well, it all depends. That's a great question. Somebody asked me that the other day on the road recruiting. I think it's all dependent upon who you're playing as well. That determines, do I need to pressure a little bit more and play a little bit more man, or do I need to play a little bit more zone? So it's going to be a week by week adjustment for sure.
U of L defensive coordinator Brian Brown with us here, 9th round the Ville ESPN 680. Culture has been talked about ad nauseum. Every time he talks to Coach, he talks about culture. Did you know what you were walking into in terms of how low morale was?
I did not until I got here. Until I stepped foot on campus in December and meeting with a couple of guys, I was like, oh my gosh, like you didn't know where the coaches' offices were.
Is that true?
You know, that's honest. That's God honest truth.
You had players that did not know where the coaches' offices were.
Did not know where the coaches' offices were.
So you told guys, come to my office?
Yeah.
And they
like,
said, where's that?
Where is it?
How's that possible?
Did that blow you away?
It blew me away.
Absolutely.
It blew me away because from the time I've grown up playing any sports.
Talk to your coaches.
I always talk to my coaches, no matter what.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I'm in coaching is because of my coaches growing up.
Yep.
You know,
Right.
You know, so when you come from a place where we came from, App State, where our players are over all the time, up there in the offices all the time, in the building all the time, and we have our kids over to our house almost every single week.
Yeah.
And they're at our house, getting fed and things that our wives are cooking for them. And then when you get here and you talk to guys,
Is that
I'm like,
violation?
I've never seen my coach's house, never been invited to his house. Don't know where his offices is. That blew my mind.
Yeah. And as you come in to take a job, sometimes.
How much of a difference does that make?
It's big. That's really, really big. I went through this to an extent at a much lower level in high school, where had a coach who was just very closed off, Then got a coach, Coach Willie Foster. He's actually the superintendent in Oldham County now. And
Shout out.
Yeah, big time. And I mean, I actually stopped playing football my freshman year because of it. Because I was like, man, this is terrible. I knew the culture and they sucked. And there's a reason, because I think it was the coaching, a lot of it. And it was like, man, I was like, I ain't playing football. Look, I just finally made the basketball team as an 8th grader.
Right.
It deservedly so. Probably didn't need to make it before then, but I was gonna be a basketball star. Now I'm on the high school team. Like, dude, this is awesome. I'm finally playing basketball.
We did it, Mom.
Yeah, yes. So my junior year, Coach Foster comes in. Make a long story short, and the way he now I start getting recruited, and I'm like, and the thing is he looked at me and could tell and brought me in and said, I can tell, man, you look like a deer in the headlights with these letters and stuff. This is what, and walked me through, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, look, this is how we handle this. Come over to my house, do we do this? And we did. We come over to his house, a couple of us, different things. And I mean, the way he just nurtured us through that as a football coach, when that dude on the field called me every name in the book and was like, do this, I was like, all right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've
sat at your house,
dude.
You've fed me, and you've given me a game plan,
dude.
I'm not executing.
Franchise player.
Right. I was the most arrogant. Yeah, I know. but like, I played the game in a manner which was like, I felt like I was best.
But but that's what these coaches are asking for too.
Right. But I would have ran through a wall for him.
Right.
Whatever you tell me to do, man, that's what I'm gonna do. And it changes your mentality, man. It changes your attitude. We went from a team who their freshman year, our freshman year was a team that was getting beat 86-0 by some teams where we were 7-8 win team. You know what I'm saying? Going into our senior year, because with him, and now back to this, people that act like, I think it's easy to say, well, man, the players need to just, who cares if the coach doesn't, you know? No, man. If I'm sitting in that dorm room and I'm like, Chris Mack, for instance, it's such a big deal. And they were even a little bit open with it with the VJ story. I think maybe even too open with it. We'll see. So, but that story is the reason why. Somebody come and ask me, it may have been you. When we were talking, we were like, what, and no, it wasn't you. Somebody was like, the VJ thing. I wonder if that was a good or bad breakup. I was like, no, it was a good breakup. I didn't even need to know. You know why I know? Because there was a story earlier in the year. Chris Mack said, yeah, VJ was comfortable. VJ come in, sat down in my office and was like, you know what, look, why am I not playing? This and that. Okay, if they're that comfortable together, I know that was a mutual breakup. He was comfortable enough saying, Coach, this is what I want to do, and different things.
And Mac was comfortable saying, I was glad he came to me wanting to figure it out.
I get very angry when somebody immediately is like, well, the players, they shouldn't need to. No, they do. They do need that, man. They need that
But
bad.
that's the same guy who, players get nothing. That's the guy who just 100% disgruntled amateurism all day long.
I know. And the way this staff,
and I can get in the mood and be like that too. So
and I can too. When I get angry, but at the end of the day, man, the pictures you see now of this staff all going out to dinner together, or with their position groups and everything. If I know coaches are, and I can play this game too, and I walk this line. I don't really feel like I need to walk this line fine, but there is an element of this. Culturally, a lot of times you're getting fatherless guys. A lot of times, and that has nothing necessarily to do with color. Even
the state of affairs.
And there is something, especially on the football side.
Yep.
Especially on the football side.
You used to talk about that with Coach Strong and all those guys too. Just
it made
the relatability element. You're going to get some guys that just go harder because they feel more cared about.
Absolutely.
With a coach like
and,
Brown.
and when you have guys like that, like I see how guys last year can say, nah, man, if I feel like you're quitting on me, I'm going to quit on you. And you call them sissies. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
It's like, nah, man, that's not the case.
Culturally, my opening visit in Louisville to Coach Crumb's house.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Steve, first, we're just getting the year started. Coach Crumb has everybody out to the house, right?
Yep.
What does Marcus do? Grabs his fishing poles and goes out on the lake with his paddle boat. I haven't even met the rest of the team all the way.
Yeah.
I haven't met people. I'm like, my coach has a boat and he has fishing rods. And he was I don't even think he was there yet, right? I'm going out on that boat.
Yeah.
I'm going out on Coach Crumb's lake, right? So culturally, look, now the coach is like, I think I like this guard a little more. Look, that probably helped me move up the ladder. But
oh, sure.
But to your point, just the way I acted, like, okay, I'm not this guy to act like that. But I'm like, wow, people actually have horses and water and lakes and paddle boats. Like, dude, I've been to Paris and stayed there for a month just to chill. But I was like, oh, this is awesome. You know what I'm saying? So just that experience of, you know what? This guy, he might have the doors and the keys to somewhere that I need to get to.
Yeah.
Right? In a smaller scale.
Yeah.
Let's go kick at a coach's house.
Yeah, yeah.
This guy has a plan to get me closer to where I want to be than I'm at now.
Yeah.
They're at the house.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Are we going to act like, B Hall, hurry up, hurry up, Brian. Waiting, press play.
You're good.
Come in to take a job. Sometimes guys need a kick in the pants. Sometimes they need a pat on the back. It sounds like this bunch needed a pat on the back rather than a kick in the pants.
Oh, no doubt. Easy.
Yep.
Easy. I mean, you can tell when, even with my little ones as well, fathering them, and you know when to kick them in the butt a little bit, and you know when to, give them a little pat on the back. And these guys need a lot of pats on the back.
I used to tell people when I caddied, first 6 holes, just get them to like you.
That's right.
The next 6 holes, get them to trust you.
That's right.
If they trust you and they like you, they will run through a wall for you.
No doubt.
And it sounds to me when you got here, you're like, you know what? Trust and like. Once we get there, we're going to be a lot better than people think.
I mean, no doubt. I mean, a prime example of that is Russ Yeast, a corner who played last year, played corner, and didn't play, I guess,
quit the team for a little bit.
Last half of the season because of some issues. But when I say, when I got here in December, I met with him to, hey, get your name out of the portal. Let's try to work this thing out.
Yeah, ID.
Yep. Is that right?
I'm going to turn you back on here.
He's unbelievable.
Talent was there.
So we moved him from corner to safety. That was one of our moves. And he fits us perfectly at that spot.
Why so?
Because he's like a corner, but he's not not a true corner, if you understand what I'm saying. He's not a guy that can just go out there on the island all the time and just lock up on one.
Corner speed with a safety brain?
That's it. So my strong safety in our defense is really a third corner that tackles really, really well.
Yep.
Can he cover his old man?
Yes, I think he can.
I
think he can. Now he can.
I don't know back in the day when Cal's throwing him those balls across the field.
That's right.
But no, that's a perfect guy because he quit. He was finished.
Yes, he was done.
Yeah. And now he's going to start.
Unbelievable kid.
Yeah.
Unbelievable kid, and he's probably going to end up going out with the ones come Notre Dame next year.
What's
next time we stop?
Recruiting trail. When you're in a living room, what's the number one reason you can sell a young player?
You can stop right there. Don't let that go by.
No, absolutely. Brian, you want to hit an ID real quick because we're just going to go on through.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
Talks about Russ Yeast there. I called you after hearing this interview, man, And that's big right there alone. And this kind of goes back to what we were talking about a second ago. Here's a kid in Rush East, okay? Go back to what they said. They moved 12 different guys. Rush East is a kid, was an Under Armour All-American, right? In high school, could play corner.
Oh, my goodness.
Played receiver.
Kick return, receiver.
Dude, one of the fastest dudes on the team, okay? So now Rush East is here. Rush East gets thrown out at corner, okay? He's a freshman. He's playing corner. He's on the opposite side of the field from him is Jair Alexander. Nobody's throwing the football to that side of the field because what we learned afterwards, what we started to learn was Jair was maybe
the top 20 pick.
The best DB in the country, you know?
So we're designing every single scheme to pick on freshman Rush East.
Sure. Now, here's a kid in Rush East. This is okay, too, to say. Not a great college corner. As far as, but here's one thing you notice.
And not experienced and thrown in there early.
No, and here's the problem though. When balls were caught in front of Rush East, go back to your brain. How many times did he miss the tackle? Not very often. Okay? When plays with Rush East, was Rush East physical? Yes. Could Rush East play press man on man coverage?
He was feisty.
I know. And here's the problem. Could Rush East play press man-on-man coverage? No. That was the issue. And he would get beat up and down the field. Now, here's the problem. Now you have a kid who's uber talented, who's an excellent football player in a defensive backfield.
No confidence.
He's searching his name on Twitter. We're crushing him. You know, fans, we're crushing him. The coaching staff has got him in there. Why can't you do this? Why can't you do this? You know, now all of a sudden, Rush East is a kid who's like is a sophomore who has zero confidence because now he's not even hardly playing, okay? He says, I know I'm a good football player. I see how the kid said, look, I'm out.
Since we're going so deep into this, because I feel like we're spilling it right now.
Yeah.
This is when a college recruit starts picking up bad habits off the field.
Yeah.
You're not as good as you thought. Let's go out.
Yeah.
Drink a beer. I don't drink. Just this one time. Come on, man. We got the next 2 days off.
Sure.
Now he's drinking an extra beer or two. Now he has a good time one night off a couple beers. Let's go have a beer again.
Yep.
Now I'm picking up bad habits. Now I'm picking up bad habits in class. You know, I'm doing these other things, you know.
Yeah, that's a fact, man.
Especially the more talented you are, the more pressure, the bigger the disappointment you are. The bigger the pressure, the bigger you turn to things outside of the sports that take a hold of you. This is a fact.
Yeah.
I got to get out of here.
Sure. And then now you have a Rush East, okay? Brian Brown says, I get here, I look down the roster, I'm like, wait a minute, Rush East. He's still on the team technically, right? He's not left.
Right.
I mean, he's an excellent football player. I've probably saw him. I probably saw his name, you know, in different camps, different things. I say, okay, let me talk to him. Russ, I believe you're a good player, this or that. Now what do? You do exactly what Brian Brown kind of said there. You move him to safety.
Let's look at your tape.
What's the deal here? Why did you have this right? Okay, I'm watching. Well, son, you do everything a defensive back needs to do, except you can't play press coverage. Oh, well, you know what? Ding. You're not a corner. You're a safety. You play safety.
You like hitting.
You can tackle. You're not missing tackles, but you're not good at. You don't press coverage. You can't play. Like he said. I can't put you on an island. So now I move you to safety. Did you hear what he said? He said when we jog out against Notre Dame, he's going to start.
That's a coach
at safety.
That's a coach that's confident at sending Russ East out against Notre Dame to start his Louisville career.
Yes, from one switch from you actually had a coach on the defensive side of the ball that said, oh, well, you don't suck. You're just not a corner. And this is where I go back to the story with Robert Hicks. I was really defensive of Robert Hicks, even when he transferred, because the coaching staff, Robert Hicks was an All-American linebacker, played linebacker last year and played it pretty well. You bring in TJ Hull, you bring in some guys, you have some pieces that you really like at linebacker.
Right.
You say, well, we do need a little bit of depth at defensive end. I think you can move there and help us.
Right.
A kid like Robert Hicks, and I don't know that this conversation happened. This is just me. Where a kid like Robert Hicks says, wait a minute. You have guys like Boozy Whitlow who played in the SEC. You've got guys who've been All-American defensive ends their whole life. I'm not a good defensive end.
And I don't want to be 4 years back learning the basics of a 3 technique on the defensive end.
Yeah, right. Now I have to take a whole year to learn how to play defensive end. I know I'm a good linebacker. No, I'm just going to move on. This staff recognizes, boom, he's too good of a talent to let him walk. We'll figure it out. Now, we had the conversation this morning. I do think your margin for error now, it's like, look, if I'm putting you back here, now, Hicks, I need you to be a playmaker at the linebacker spot. But I get
But that's like Lang said, there's a trust process that has to go on right now. Okay, listen, if you want to do this because you think this is the best situation, I agree.
Yeah.
If you're going to work it like I need you to work that position, if you're not going to, you'll be back here, or I'll be more comfortable with you transferring.
Or I'll let you leave.
Yeah, because you're not willing to, to do what needs to be done.
So think about that. The change, how simple. This is one guy we're talking about. He said they moved 12. You tell me if his defense can be better.
Right.
Perfect guy because he quit. He was finished.
Yes, he was done.
Yeah. And now he's going to start.
Unbelievable kid.
Yeah.
Unbelievable kid, and he's probably going to end up going out with the ones come Notre Dame next year.
What are you selling on the recruiting trail? When you're in a living room, what's the number one reason you can sell a young player on coming here?
Defensively and just, for us, we've always been the top defense in the country. Not just group of 5, but in the country. I mean, we finished number 6 in the country last year in total defense, and we've always been in the tops in interceptions, especially in the secondary. My corner's been number 1 in the country since 2014-15 in interceptions. So the proof is in the pudding for sure. And just as far as coming to Louisville itself, it speaks for itself. I mean, this city is unbelievable. I mean, I've been here.
This week, man.
I mean, oh my God, yeah. Especially this week.
How great is this?
I mean, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So we're piggybacking off this a little bit too now, recruiting wise, and just the way this city's this community. I mean, this community just rallies around not just football but athletics in general.
I've told you time and time again. This is a pro football city.
It is
with a college university.
That's exactly.
Kid in the candy store. Yes, we're going to piggyback off this Derby event. This city is so athlete-centric. This is a guy from Ole Miss. This guy App State who has a program. He's like not a rally around athletics around this thing. We're going to be able to land guys. I don't know what y'all been doing, but the resources are here.
People say, "Hey, coach," and I'm like, this guy knows my name, knows who would know who I am.
Yeah.
And it's a big city.
Yep.
It's not like you're in Boone, North Carolina, where it's not a whole lot of people there, and everybody knows your name there. But
good skiing up there.
Oh my God! Outstanding skiing.
Yeah.
Now I didn't go.
Now we heard, we've heard the stories about the players not knowing where the coach's office was. You also heard the stories about the relationships with the high school coaches. How much mending of the fences had to be done there?
The first thing Coach Satterfield did when he got the job was go to high schools around the city and to try to mend those relationships. And I think it's getting there. And what we've done, and we've done it the last 6 years at App State, is doing a coaching clinic every Friday, doing spring ball, and inviting all high school coaches. And that was one of the first things we did during spring ball. They were able to come out and watch practice, get in on meetings and things of that nature. And by far, they said that's one of the best things that they've done here, at the university with the coaches. And so you're seeing a lot of positive things that we're doing in the community, especially with those high school coaches. And those guys are coming back, giving us a lot of positive reviews, and that helps.
You're App State. What year, my memory, the win over Michigan?
2007.
Okay.
So not this staff.
I get that.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Well, Coach
He's a Michigan guy, so it's burning
Coach
in his brain.
Satterfield was calling the players at the time.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, he was there.
I knew he was part of it.
He was. Our linebacker coach that's here now, Dale Jones, he was part of that staff as well. So
I knew that your staff being here, there was – I knew set coach was part of that to a degree.
He was. Him and our linebacker coach who was at App State for 23 years.
Yep.
He was on that staff as well.
Now you're taking Derby, and since it's your first one.
First one.
Yeah, so where are you sitting?
I'm taking it in with stride. I think we're in section 314 or 16.
That's a good
you
number.
know, so so we're a couple of boxes away from Coach Sat. So we're gonna take it in stride and roll with the punches and see how it is.
You got a horse yet? You got a horse?
Oh, my horse, he pulled out last night. So,
well, let me introduce you to the ownership of two of the horses right here of Starlight Racing. They've got two of them.
They got
Improbable and Cutting Humor. They're Louisville-based owners. You're a Louisville guy.
Yes.
We got to get you guys together.
No doubt. That's right. The next one was Improbable, so hopefully we can make
there you go.
decisions here soon.
There it is.
There you
Good to
go.
meet you.
Yes. Well, Coach, thanks so much
Hey,
for stopping by.
appreciate you guys.
Way to
Thank
navigate your son there. You know, he's hitting the button now.
Yeah.
So you won't have to forget
That's
about it.
That's right.
Billy gave up the
That's
button
right.
there, so
Yeah.
Gip's going to have to come up
Billy
with
gave
one.
Bryson the
for
button.
another
That's
one.
great.
So, well,
Hey.
Brian, man, really appreciate it.
Appreciate you
Great
guys.
meeting.
Thank
you.
you guys.
Everything.
All right, go Cars.
That's the introduction to your new defensive coach.
That was good, man. That was a good interview. There was a lot there from schematically.
That dude sound like he know what he doing.
Yeah. I mean, that dude sounds like he was
went a lot of cliche.
There's a reason he was on the list for,
Drew's
hottest
good
coach.
at asking why.
Yeah.
He doesn't let you skate with the, oh, no, we got some guys that are going to be better in these positions. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll give you something.
Yeah.
I'll give you a particular conversation on why. Rusty's, for example.
Yeah, I mean, this like I said, that's a guy that there's a reason he was on the top,
You know, when I played
coaches.
that video, that was Russ he was talking to when he was screaming. You remember the little highlight video we played?
Yep.
So what he's telling y'all is documented, like on video.
Yeah.
You know, like his attitude and handling. So it's not cliche. It's not coach speak. Woo, we're rolling along. Quick commercial break. Midday with Marcus Maben, 8150. 939 is the number on 939 The Ville.
Pining for the days of the traditional men's barbershop? Look no further than Big League Haircuts. Serving Louisville for the past 15 years with men in mind. Enjoy a professional haircut that includes shampoo, neck massage, and free neck trims between paid visits for men, all while watching your own personal TV in each chair. No uncomfortable upselling. It's all at one price. Use their convenient online check-in on Facebook and hit the Book Now link. 4 locations to conveniently serve all of Louisville. Play hard, look good with Big League Haircuts.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call.
I'm Billy Grants, owner of Cox's, and for 1 week only, we have buy one, get one free on all premium cigars. You can't get that at the track. Buy one, get one free premium cigars at all 18 neighborhood Cox's locations.
You'll hear Kentucky Derby 145 right here on ESPN 680, 105.7, and 93.9 The Ville. Time now for another Derby flashback.
If you like exciting finishes, it doesn't get any better than 1996. D. Wayne Lucas sent 5 horses to the starting gate, but one of his least heralded was Grindstone. It looked like Cavanier was going to get to the wire mid-stretch until Jerry Bailey found a little something extra.
It's Cavanier on the inside and Grindstone on the outside. McCarron and Bailey, here's the finish. Too tight to call. Was it Cavanier on the inside? Was it Bailey with Grindstone on the outside? Noses apart after a mile and a quarter in the Kentucky Derby.
After the photo finished, the winner was Grindstone. And W.T. Young had his Derby win as an owner. It would be Grindstone's last race. After a chip in his right knee was discovered just days after the win that sent him into retirement.
This Derby flashback is presented by Bluegrass Barrels and Gifts. Barrels and Gifts from the heart of Bourbon Country. Online at bluegrassbarrelsandgifts.com. And a reminder, you can hear Kentucky Derby 145 on ESPN Louisville.
So, Steve, what do you think about Bill at Scorns and Sons Collision Centers, man?
Let me just say, I had a friend who totally ruined his car. They got him taken care of quick, efficiently, and out the door.
Family owned and operated for over 70 years, Ed Scorns is the leader in auto repair technology and technician training. Do not, I repeat, do not let just anyone repair your vehicle. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you're taking your vehicle to Bill at Scorns and Sons Collision Centers. There are 2 locations, Bardstown Road and Shelbyville Road in Middletown. Or call us at 491-BODY or visit us at etscorns.com. That's ETSCORNS.com.
When you've been in the floral business as long as Nans & Craft has, you know a thing or two about keeping things fresh. This is Luke Hancock, and whether it's for business, special occasions, or just because, I trust Nans & Craft for those special moments. Order online today, nansandcraft.com, Louisville's legacy florist.
The sounds of spring can often be followed by the sounds of a broken air conditioner. So if you hear your AC unit making some unwanted noises, call DFH Company at 968-6222. And right now, when you contact DFH Company, you'll get a $500 rebate and 2-year special financing on qualified train comfort systems. It's hard to stop a train, so call DFH at 968-6222 or look DFH up online at dfhcompany.com. For complete program details, go to dfhcompany.com.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maven or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
You know, anyone can deliver a box of groceries. But when you consider the source, only Kroger can bring you the fresh, delicious food and quality products you already know and love. And no matter how you like to get your groceries, Kroger makes it easy with same-day store pickup, delivery in as little as 1 hour, and shipping right to your door. So go ahead, check out while you're chillin'. Shop online with the Kroger app or at Kroger.com today.
It's a new era of WWE SmackDown Live. 7:45 this Tuesday night at KFC Yum Center.
Kofi Mania!
The New Day's Kofi Kingston defends the WWE Championship against Daniel Bryan. Plus, you see the Viper Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Intercontinental Champion Finn Balor, Charlotte Flair, Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch, and more. Don't wait. Great seats are still available at the box office and Ticketmaster.
There comes a time in some people's lives where they wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and say to themselves, oh my God, I'm going bald. If that's you, don't get depressed, because I have fantastic news for you. I'm Brandon Lang, best known for the movie Two for the Money, with Academy Award-winning actor Matthew McConaughey playing yours truly. When I decided to fix my baldness, I researched hundreds of doctors across the country before deciding on one of the best right here in your hometown, Parsley Waldman Hair Center of Louisville. My consultation was so easy, and as it turned out, more affordable than you could have ever imagined. Dr. Waldman and his staff treated me like family, and from the moment I walked in the door till the time I left, I was treated like royalty. Go to hairsurgery.com right now and let Parsley Waldman help you get your hair back and your self-confidence back as well. That is hairsurgery.com. That's hairsurgery.com, and take the first step to being young again.
Did you know that every diamond at Genesis Diamonds is over 1 billion years old? That's before dinosaurs, even before some of the stars in the sky. These elusive stones were originally formed miles beneath the Earth's surface, each one born in a volcanic explosion, yet kept hidden for generations. It's a fact that for every 1 carat diamond at Genesis Diamonds, trained miners blasted through over 200 tons of rock, and skilled experts sifted through the rubble to find the highly sought-after rough diamonds. Then expert cutters spend untold hours shaping and polishing each stone, unlocking its beauty and fire and brilliance. From the hands of the craftsman direct to you, these magical stones are your piece of eternity. Precious, rare, unique, indestructible, and treasured all over the world. Oh, and the unbeatable prices at Genesis Diamonds? They're just a bonus. Genesis Diamonds. Uncompromising quality, unimaginable value.
This is Marcus Maven, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville from the OPC Services Studio.
You're listening to Middays with Marcus Maben, broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Midday with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station, people. We got one more subject that we really, really could not wait to get to have a discussion about, got excited about. But here's the thing. I got to do, before you sign off on the weekend, you always have that, thanks for the weekend. Thanks for the shout outs and acknowledgments. Steve, you want to say any acknowledgments before we get out of here?
Yeah, just real quick. We
get out of here, but
not get out of here, but we have to give a shout out to Kroger this week. So if you're still planning for your Derby party, try winning with Kroger Derby deals on ribs and ribeyes for grilling. They have half boneless ribeyes for just $6.99 per pound with your Kroger card, and you can still get a pair of Derby glasses for just $6, and an Oaks Lily glass for just $3.99, both with your Kroger card. So get out there and check it out.
So for the next couple of minutes before we get into our last real recruiting basketball prediction segment of the show, a couple of things I wanted to do really quick on my own, just individually. This is me going off the rails. Personally, yesterday it was a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. I talk about not really doing crowds, and I'm a bit antisocial, so I like to be on the outskirts of the social crowd. I like to people watch. I want to feel like I'm directly in it, but I want to have access to, to just people having a good time, right? Yesterday, I got to tell you, people, I went to Flanagan's Ale House on Bardstown Road. I sat at the table right outside on the corner. Traffic up and down, people up and down, smiles up and down that street all day. Listen, I ordered drinks. I met my boy Kevin Smiley over there.
I was gonna ask you where y'all were at.
We were.
I saw that.
How beautiful!
Picture.
How beautiful
Yeah.
did that scene look?
Yeah, man.
Right. It was awesome. So
You know what's funny? When I saw that picture, I knew exactly where you were because I've sat at that same exact
It's
table because
awesome.
it's awesome. It's right there on the street.
Listen, and here's the thing. When I got there, it was like you had the back, the back garden area. You can sit at the back garden area. I didn't know if I wanted to go inside and just kind of get the inside smell environment. I pulled up right outside. It was awesome. So then, owner Dave comes by and, the kitchen manager Deontay comes by and they're talking about what they got in store, right? So this is like completely me conversation passing along to you. Do what you will with it. Friday morning brunch at Flanagan's Ale House.
Ooh.
They're going to stay open 24 hours a day all weekend. Repeat. Flanagan's Ale House.
Their food is so good.
Here's what's funny. Kevin Smiley says, "Dude, man, I don't know what's good here." I said, "Dude,
seriously,
enjoy
everything.
your drink.
Yeah.
Enjoy your Miller Lite or your splash or whatever.
Yeah.
you're gonna like the food.
No, their food is. We go on a lot of locations, and I said that, and that's the one place that I'm like. And this, look, we don't have a deal with it.
Yeah, right.
Yet.
Like
but
we're not there.
Golly, dude, everything I had from there was just like, oh, so good. So good.
So much so
Best
that
salad in the city.
your wife was getting mad at you.
Yeah.
You were spending too much time enjoying your food.
Best salad in the city, period.
So
yep.
They tell me, dude, we're just going to keep this thing open 24 hours.
That's awesome.
Friday, they're going to, like I said, Saturday brunch, I think Sunday brunch too, 24 hours. They want, they were telling me about it. I was like, I just got to pass this along to people.
Yeah.
And yesterday was just, like I said, it was just a beautiful evening. Dude, sit outside.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes like
we've been eating a lot of meals out on the back deck. Yeah. Outside.
Yeah.
Somebody said their bean soup is amazing.
That is the most
Turn your video on YouTube.
Darn it. Thanks.
Way to go.
That's the most least surprising thing. Or does somebody want to make a commercial out of that one?
No, bean soup is bean soup. That's perfect because bean soup sounds like something that I would just not eat at all. But I'm like, you know what? It's probably good there. No, I had their Philly cheesesteak. Is incredible.
I had the spicy Philly cheesesteak yesterday.
I actually had,
I had the wings.
I had the Philly cheesesteak the day my son was born. Yeah, the second one. Yeah, it was awesome, man. It's good stuff, dude. I'm telling you, it was.
It's awesome. Yeah, people. Like I said, if you want to say, no, I got this little place down there, and when you take Broadway and you hit Bardstown, it's really quick, easy.
It is.
Get to. You get to that place before you get to the other, place. So it's
that was one spot, man. That
nice.
Sometimes we can get a little like, because they set up a thing for us and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know about it. But that was one I looked forward to.
I gotta go all the way down to Bucks. Anything.
Yeah, I looked forward to
Flanagan's Ale House.
Just
people,
have us out, yeah.
Yeah,
have us out
like
again.
Like stick that one,
Brian.
on your list.
Let's play a quick game real quick. I'm gonna do this on air, and Marcus may get mad, but it's okay. Marcus got a gift card. You had a gift card from Flanagan's Ale House, right?
Yeah.
Y'all got gift cards.
Okay.
We were yapping back and forth about what was on the gift card. Okay.
I remember this.
How much was on Marcus's gift card? Because he found out yesterday.
$25.
Less.
20.
Less.
10.
Keep going.
5.
Nothing.
Steve, that's not funny, Steve. That was a clerical error.
Marcus gets there and he's like, "Hey, I put all my drinks on the card." and he didn't check it, and he gets all these drinks.
I
and they come
want
out, and they're
this.
like, yeah,
I want
card
that.
don't work.
Oh no.
No, but you can't get drinks on. You can't get drinks on card anyway. So I knew my drinks wouldn't be on the card. But point
That's
being,
funny. Or,
it's still
okay,
awesome.
but you put the food on the card.
It's still awesome.
I wonder if mine has anything on it. Now I need to check. Might be card. Here
Steve,
you go, Brown
you were-
man. Thanks for doing that.
That was a
Here's
clerical
nothing.
error. You were not supposed to do that on air, but I know they didn't do it on purpose. If I thought they did it on purpose.
Well, they didn't give you the card.
Well, it came from them.
I think it's funny who gave you the card.
So, one more conversation. This is a separate conversation from anything we've been talked about, but I wanted to do this because, like I said, this is just a off the rails moment, kind of a serious moment. That so gather around, people, because I want to read this out to you as clear as humanly possible. May 1st, Nick Evans. GoCards.com. Cardinals among national APR leaders. It is the third straight year the Cardinals women's basketball team has received public recognition for an NCAA academic performance. Louisville's women's basketball is one of 3 teams from the University of Louisville among the nation's leaders within their sports in the most recent multi-year academic progress rate data the NCAA released on Wednesday. Women's basketball, along with women's cross country and women's golfers, are among the top 10% in their respective sports in the latest APR, which measures academic eligibility, retention, graduation for student athletes. It is the third straight year the Cardinals women's program has received public recognition through NCAA academic programs. The Cardinals achieved a collective 3.264 grade point average for the 2018 fall semester, the fourth highest GPA in the past 12 years under Coach Jeff Walz. The fourth highest. 3.26 is the fourth highest GPA in the past 12 years under Jeff Walz. It is the ninth straight semester the women's basketball has earned better than a 3.0 cumulative GPA. That's why they win, people. That's why they win. That's why your program is what it is. That's like you don't know how hard it is to maintain a team. Because you got a jackrabbit like a Marcus Maben who's going to kill your GPA, right? 3.264. Ninth semester with a cumulative over 3.0. In addition, 12 student athletes earned a 3.0 or better GPA, while 8 earned red and black scholar athlete status for a 3.25 or better cumulative GPA. Asia Durr, Lindsay Duvall, Dana Evans, Sam Fearing, these are the names that play, people, were all named to the Dean's List for fall of 2018, earning above a 3.5 GPA. The reason I wanted to read that is because I wanted you to take a second and say, if you think do you know a person who could be as good as Asia Durr and carry a 3.5 GPA?
It's tough. It's tougher than people. I think it's tougher than people realize. I will say that.
Like your distraction level of do you realize like what she was doing? Like she was in New York doing player of the year stuff and actually doing schoolwork.
Yeah,
and,
on the play rides.
Right. And like don't do the they got tutors. Like everybody has some kind of access to extra help that's not working their body to the bone when they're not studying.
Yeah.
A 3.5 for Sam Fearing, Lindsay Duvall, Dana Evans. Those are like real players.
Yeah.
Those aren't end of the bench people.
No. I mean that's an incredible stat, man. And that's something that should be recognized. And we make sure we try to do that.
Yeah, like I said, I did Texters? Why did you do that?
Which one? They're both funny. Somebody said, I wonder what UNC's APR was. That's pretty funny. It's probably really high, to be fair. Yeah, well.
We can't. The text line is just not.
Who doesn't check the balance on the gift card? That's a fact, though, dude. Like, that was on you, bro. That was on you. You should eat that one.
Steve, you jackass. You were here with me when I was trying to find out how to check the balance on the gift card.
You should have figured that out.
I called down there and asked them, how do I check the balance? They said, you got to come in here and check the balance.
So why didn't you come in and check the balance?
Because I didn't care.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm here to eat.
That's on you.
No, I mean, listen, you told a story like I was unprepared.
Yeah.
But no, I was prepared to pay every dime of all.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Dude, I was out with smiles.
I know.
We were going to pay.
No, yes. I mean, I don't think y'all were going to dine and dash or anything. I mean, I feel like that.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been good.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been good. I did, like I said, I did see it. I was jealous. It
was nice.
It's good though, man. A lot of good things. A lot of good things going on around campus here. So, by the way, we got another little ranking here. Louisville coming in on ESPN at 8.
I don't like that.
From 15 to 8.
CBS had us higher.
CBS had us at 4.
They're smarter.
They had Memphis at 5. Can I admit something right now?
I'm listening.
I'm totally rooting for Memphis.
You just doing that because they're recruiting.
No, I'm just doing it because of Kentucky. I hope Memphis cleans up.
What's going on? What's going on with that? What's going on with Kentucky and Memphis?
It's not just Kentucky and Memphis. There's something. The shift of power in Nike, something's happened.
Oh, okay. Okay. come up with a fishing line scenario. It's so difficult to. I know it is.
But I said it on here the other day, man. I said when that commercial that you got mad about, the Duke commercial with Nike.
Okay, let's stop right there.
Yeah.
If I'm Kentucky, I'm going crazy over that.
I agree. Like, I'm not.
Or did they just say, "Oh, that's blue and white"? No, because it was Coach K.
Yeah,
okay.
No, the jersey was Duke.
Okay, it was Duke.
Yeah,
right?
No. I mean, no, it's
because those old commercials used to just be blue and white, and then just say, "Oh, it could be Kentucky."
No, it was in Cameron. Like, I mean, this was a big deal, and the shift of power.
I would go crazy if I'm Kentucky.
When is the last time you saw a player the level of R.J. Hampton reclassify and Kentucky guys are saying, "Oh man, we kind of wanted him to stay in 2020, so we had a shot." Like
Kentucky has been, and I'm not saying this is a shot. Kentucky has manipulated what kids go to what camps to have an opportunity to go to Kentucky.
Yeah, and
people designed their high school / AAU / okay, where does Kentucky go to get their players? They go to here. This is the AAU team I want to play on. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've actually been at the forefront of that manipulation. And not saying they're intentionally doing it. I'm just saying if I want Kentucky to notice me in the last 10 years as a recruit, I go to where they go.
Sure.
Rather than them coming where I'm at.
But then on top of that, now the story's coming out that Cal legitimately negotiated with UCLA all of a sudden. Dude, something's not right there, man. And I'm not saying like violations are going to get in trouble.
Right.
I'm saying, though, that Nike, some reason, they're not getting the players.
Their bag isn't going to Kentucky.
He hasn't got a
the
top
same.
5 player in like 5 years. That's insane.
Those players are good, though.
I know. But the point is, man, like something's if I'm Kentucky guy, I'm starting to get, I'm getting a little nervous, man.
I'll be the first to admit that while I agree with what you're saying, I do say this dude's turning into a real good coach.
Yeah, but I think you overvalue him too. I don't think he's that great.
I don't know, man.
He gets outcoached every year.
I don't agree.
You don't think he got outcoached this year?
I don't. No.
Okay, then what? Then how in God's name did Auburn's team beat? Because you're a talent guy. So if you're going to say Kentucky had all that talent, how in the world did they beat them?
I didn't think they were that talented.
You didn't think Kentucky was that talented this year? Then that's the issue. Kentucky's going to have 3 first-round picks in the NBA draft this year. 3 first-round picks.
That's not the phrase I wanted to use. Not that talented.
There's no way around it. Like, it's just, there's no, you can add it up any way you want. At the end of the day, you're like, hey, dude, you got outcoached.
So if you have the talent and you don't win, you just got outcoached.
Yes.
Are we just, that's the rule?
I mean, yes.
I think the kids were just looking at the money.
Okay, well, then that's an issue.
That's not being outcoached.
Yeah. Okay, but if you want to play that game, then that's an issue. And you're saying that this was one of his.
I'm saying you can't do nothing about that.
You're saying this is one of his lesser talented teams. So,
but one of his better coaching jobs.
Okay, but at the end of the day, his guys still were looking at the money, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but see that's one of those kind of I check out on.
That's fine, yeah.
Because like just human nature says, yeah, the money's here.
Yeah, I know.
Look, coach, we ride with you until the money shows up.
Yeah.
I think that's more of his philosophy caught up to him.
I'm just saying, man, that philosophy though, man, like there's something there.
So his philosophy of I'm bringing you here to help you reach your dream. You could fairly say, Marcus, that's coaching.
Yeah.
If you tell me this in recruiting that I'm trying to help you reach your dreams, then even if it takes 2 years for that coaching mistake to catch up. So we can kind of blend these theories. Yours is just coaching. Mine's a long-term coaching mistake.
Yeah.
Of the ultimate goal is to reach your dreams.
But now all of a sudden, I mean, there's a big article going around today, and this is the type of stuff you read about. Tell me you didn't read this exact article 7 years ago, 6 years ago, just with Kentucky. Article going around today with listen to this. I'm going to read this title. and you
take off the date.
Yep, and you tell me that you didn't read this exact article about another team. Hang on. I got it right here. I got to pull it up. Before. All right, here it is. Could Memphis really sign 3 of the 4 best remaining recruits?
That's easy.
Plus, listen, could Memphis really sign 3 or 4 of the best remaining recruits plus a top grad transfer? The answer, yes. Like, think about that. You're telling me you didn't read that exact. Hey, all right.
Time machine.
6 years ago. Could Kentucky really sign 3 or 4 of the best remaining recruits plus a top grad transfer?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, the times, they are a-changing.
Bill at Scorns and Sons Collision Center gives us Tori. Tori, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Guys, thanks so much for taking my call. Steve Rummage, you are 100% dead on. Calipari is probably one of the greatest, or I'll say was probably the greatest recruiter that we've seen in quite some time. But there is no way that you have a team with Willie Cauley-Stein, Carl Towns, the Harrison twins, Tyler Ulis, Devin Booker. They were, 12 deep, and you get beat by a bunch of cornbread-fed Wisconsin dudes? Oh, seriously? There is no way possible that Calipari is a good coach.
So you're telling me Willie Cauley-Stein is better than Frank the Tank?
Yes.
I'm not telling you he's better than
I am.
Yes.
I am. Yeah.
I was joking.
Okay, yeah.
Relax, people. I was kidding. I was kidding,
whoa,
people.
yes.
I was kidding. Relax. Relax.
Marcus, there's no way. Calipari should have at least 3 to 4 titles by now. There's no way around it. He, like I said, he's a great recruiter, but he's a horrible coach.
What's
That's all I got, guys.
Appreciate
it, Tori.
What's the other guy? So you telling me you'd rather have Carl Anthony Towns over
Sam Decker.
Sam Decker?
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling me, Steve?
I know.
I mean, that kid has obviously been coached more than Carl Anthony Towns before college.
That's the point, man. I know.
No, before college.
Before college. I love it.
Sam Decker was already developed and structured.
I know. Listen. This isn't, and of course, we don't talk Kentucky
Cal couldn't get him basketball
to
IQ.
debate Kentucky basketball. But when there's a conversation like this where I'm like, dude, there's problems on the horizon.
Something's going on.
Something's not right, man. Y'all aren't getting the guys you usually get. Like they don't clean up like this, or not clean up this way ever. And things are starting to change. The kids are going to Duke out of nowhere gets. You're like, oh man, Duke's kind of. Did this not always happen? How about this sentence, Marcus? Did you 5 years ago? Okay, I'm going to give you this sentence. Man, Duke lost 3 top 10 picks. It looked, man, there for a few. It looked like there were going to be some issues, but then just out of nowhere, boom. They got reloaded. Yeah, they did it again. That's what they did. 5 years ago, I would have been like, man, Kentucky lost all that stuff. It's looking bad.
And then boom.
Yeah,
you get gut punched.
There we go. That's not happening anymore.
You bounce back with Bam Adebayo and Fox. No, not Fox. Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, I know.
That bounce back team.
Yeah, dude. There's some issues, man. Some at Nike. And like I said, this isn't y'all getting in trouble.
This got nothing to do with us.
No.
We're saying where the pipeline was going Nike, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Nike, Kentucky. It may be going Nike.
How about this?
Nike.
LeBron James takes Bronny's AAU team to Cameron. LeBron James takes pictures with Coach K. LeBron James shows up at Virginia to watch Duke. 9 years ago. LeBron doing the K or the Y at Kentucky? What's that all about? Now here we are. All of a sudden now, that's Duke. Just saying, dude. Something's happened there. And then, like I said, the most telling thing to me was when you hear Cal actually negotiated with UCLA, that fool was trying to get out of there. Like, dude, It's all right. Come on. Now start taking these. Now start taking these spankings from Chris Mack. Bend over and just spank you.
If I
They're
don't,
gonna turn on him so fast.
oh my God,
dude, you let Chris Mack redden that rear end up. Come on, man.
Steve, they can see you on YouTube.
Just hand up the dog's rear end all day.
I get a cat.
Bang, bang.
I grab him.
I know. Oh yeah.
All day.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh no, yeah. Listen, like I said, I couldn't argue. You can't argue that.
I know.
You're just used to, you're just used to just, like I said, maybe Carl Anthony. Here's the thing. I can justify Anthony Davis's and like different eras of those teams. I can justify it all. But something about Carl Anthony Towns, he was the guy that I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm just done.
Mm-hmm.
Like I quit.
Yeah.
Literally. He was so big, so coordinated, so fast. And that, like I said, he's not the best out of all them guys. He was just the one like, who is this dude?
Right.
What is this dude?
Mm-hmm.
And then when I saw him in the league, I'm like, Cal, I'm trying to be nice to you. But
awesome.
Yeah, right. I'm
He's like a point guard.
Listen, I'm trying to be rational on this microphone, and try to debate because we can't just agree with everything. But I'm just like, dude, you did a decent job.
I know.
I mean, Tyler Herro.
Yeah.
Got the most out of him.
Big 3 draft last night.
I didn't watch.
Who's your squad?
I did not watch.
I'm a little torn. I may be an Aliens fan.
I'm listening.
Andre Owens, Kendrick Perkins, Shannon Brown, Greg Oden, Brandon Rush, Robert Vaden. I kind of like it. Not going to lie. But then again, listen.
I was surprised there was a lot more buzz than I thought about the 3 draft.
I know.
I wasn't a part of that.
And our man Kenyon Martin got it done. Like Jason Terry, James White.
Jason Terry is not playing in the 3 on 3.
Yeah. Patrick O'Brien, Sam Young, Carlos Arroyo. I like it, dude. This is fun.
I can't handle this.
Like, this is fun, man. You got to get in.
You know what that feels like to me? That feels like my days cutting my teeth in the hood.
Listen to these coaches.
And I mean, $20 on the ground. We playing for this $20
That's what
3
it
on
is.
3.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but okay. Well, I got to see the money and the dice on the floor.
Listen to the coaches.
for this to feel realistic.
Just hear me out. Coaches. Gary Payton.
Where's the broken bottle at?
Rick Barry, George Gervin, Kenyon Martin, Lisa Leslie, Charles Oakley, Reggie Theus, Michael Cooper, Nate Archibald. Rick Mahorn, Nancy Lieberman.
This ain't right.
And Dr. J.
That ain't right.
That's awesome.
That ain't right.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Listen, that's like above the rim.
I know.
That's like watching Birdie coming to the gym. And like this is I don't know the nicest way to say it because I want this to be successful. I want to have a good image. But I'm telling you, the vibe I get is, like I said, project outdoor basketball court. People over there betting on some kids out here playing, and this is gonna end in a fight every time.
I know
it's gonna end in a fight. The key is to get off this court, to lose. Look, to
Jason
win,
Richardson.
to win, and then lose right before the fight is about to break out. So you don't have to be here when the fight happens.
Jay Rich, man.
Those dudes are just too competitive.
Jermaine O'Neal, Amari Stoudemire, Nate Robinson,
No.
Jason Richardson, and Bonzi Wells.
Nate Robinson and Bonzi Wells, like, they're going to fight.
Yeah.
They're going to fight.
Corey Maggette, Katino Mobley,
They're going to fight.
Glenn Davis.
They're going to fight.
Chris Anderson.
Those are all fighters.
Quentin Richardson.
Fighters.
And Ryan Gomes. Like, that's awesome, dude. Old Providence player.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Steve, they're going to fight.
That's awesome, dude.
I hope this can't be live.
This is awesome.
This
dude.
can't be live because
I'm gonna go. Hopefully they come around here.
I'm not participating in 3 on 3.
I just better not see any of my players there. Ever again. I don't ever want to see a player there.
Brian, I told you don't go to Lexington.
Is that Sam Williams?
To watch 3 on 3.
What's Sam Williams at 3 on 3?
Sam, if I catch you in the 3rd row of Rupp Arena,
no, we've cleared up. You don't go there.
You went.
It was the worst experience of my life.
where everybody has to do it now. Don't do it and then have your great time and say, hey, yeah, but everybody else shouldn't do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Go try it out this week. Just, you know what? How about this? Next week, why don't y'all just take a random trip to Lexington and then call in and tell me about it next week?
I might do that, Steve.
You should. Do it.
I might do
You know what? Do it. Go to Lexington.
You know what?
Do it. It's only about, it only takes about an hour. Get over there.
Not even that.
Not even that.
About 40
especially from where you're at. You probably get there less than that.
Yep.
Go over there, drive around, have you a bite to eat, listen to the godforsaken conversations.
What restaurant am I going into?
I don't know. I don't know anything over there. Go to the KS bar. I don't know.
Would I be welcome in the KS bar?
I would stab myself if you went. Not just if I went. If I saw that selfie, I would just. He's done. Go over. I don't know what they have over there.
I have forsaken you.
Yeah. I asked Perrin Johnson, I said, where should we eat over there? He said, Goodfellas Pizza. That was the only thing he knew. I was like, no. Yeah.
Is that his suggestion?
Yeah. So go check it out, dude.
Mr. Wine Connoisseur is going to send me to Goodfellas Pizza.
Yep. So go have you a day. Go have you a day over there. Enjoy it. And then come back and tell me about it next week. That'd be your homework. And then let's hear how you had it.
Do I know I would enjoy going in Lexington?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's an oxymoron of a sentence.
I don't know. Brian, play us out because I'll think about it.
Yeah, go check it out. Go have you a day.
Coach Brown, you're doing a great job.
He is doing a great job.
Hey, ladies, congratulations, women's basketball team. I am very, very, very proud of you. That's a huge accomplishment. Listen, trust me, I know of all people with real good, nice games don't get 3.5 GPAs.
I know.
Well, I didn't at least. Yeah, ladies, congratulations. Hey, people, stay safe. Get plenty of rest. Don't try to just outdo each other. Stay rested. Have a good time.
Yeah, in all seriousness, enjoy being a Louisvillian this weekend. Have cookouts. Don't enjoy yourself.
And listen, the rain will stop later. Don't cancel anything because of the rain. It'll be coming and going.
Brian Hall, be safe, man. Have a good time out there.
Thanks, Brad.
Flanagan's Ale House, 24 hours Friday night, 24 hours Saturday night. Listen, do yourself a favor, get over there. I had a great time. It was
Thanks
awesome.
for the invite. Yeah, it was an awesome time. I had a great time too.
I believe that was sarcastic, Steve.
It was.
Come on home, Jordan.
Yeah, come on back.
You said Enoch. Who was he working out with? You didn't tell people.
The Hawks.
Who were the other players?
Kai Bowman. There was a kid, one of the kids from Lipscomb, big white kid from Lipscomb.
He was probably.
I know.
He had a good game against Enoch.
Oh, I know. But I bet Enoch was wasting him in there.
Like y'all set us up with that one.
I'm like, come on, dude. Y'all didn't have anybody else? Y'all can't bring in.
Who are y'all looking at out of
y'all
the
can bring in
Lipscomb kid and Bowman?
and somebody else.
Oh, Bowman not playing?
I know. That's what sucks. That's why I hate workouts.
Middays with Marcus Maven, 8150-939 is always the number. 3831-939 is always the text line. We are Made for the Ville, the YouTube channel. Have a very, very, very safe and fun derby. 939 the Ville.